I watched President Joe Biden's speech last night. Now, some would say that was his swan song, but he's still president for the next 6 months. We'll hear from him plenty between now and then. Now, my wife didn't get a chance to see the speech, and when she came in, she said, "Did Joe tear up?" I said, "No, Joe didn't tear up. Everybody else watching around the country teared up, but Joe didn't tear up." Joe was a strong, presidential, decent human being, as he always has been. He showed a lot of confidence in that speech. I think he knows he could have beaten Donald Trump, and he could have continued to do good things for this country. Make no mistake, Joe Biden is probably the greatest and most successful president in my lifetime, if not even going back to FDR. That's how good he was, and all the way he kept his integrity and decency. He was beat up unmercifully by the Republicans, and then later by the Democrats. Now all these people want to praise him and hug him and thank him for his duty. Joe didn't falter. Joe didn't hold any malice toward anybody. He focused on the job. He did what he did. And when it came down to making a hard decision that was best for the country and not necessarily best for him, he made the right choice. The last 4 years of Joe Biden being president, we have been fortunate. We have seen something we haven't seen in a long time. We should be appreciative of that gift. Now, Joe has passed the baton to Kamala Harris. His endorsement is what set off all this huge support for Kamala Harris. That one act is what's causing Kamala to get as much support as she's getting now. And for that, Joe Biden should be thanked. We can all learn a lesson from Joe Biden. For 4 years, he's been unmercifully beat up by the Republicans and Donald Trump. And then toward the end, the Democrats jumped in and did the same goddamn thing. But through it all, Joe Biden remained decent, a good man, having integrity, doing the job better than anybody else has done. Joe has given us his all. We couldn't possibly ask for more. So all we can say is thank you, Joe, and we wish you the best. And we hope that in the next 6 months, with all the things you have planned and your newfound immunity, you'll leave here with some other successes between now and November. So thanks to Joe Biden for all he's done and all he will continue to do. The one thing I really love about Joe and Kamala, they seem to have a genuine affection for one another. They tell each other, "I love you." That's heartwarming and gives me an emotional tug at my heart. When you compare that to Donald Trump and Mike Pence, and Donald Trump attempting to get people to hang Mike Pence, that tells you the difference between people. Joe Biden's a good man. Kamala Harris is a good woman, and she will take us into the next 4 years and save us from this bullshit that the Republicans and Donald Trump have put us in.